I watch a bacchanal here where like police went and read a double farm.
Anyway, yeah, fellas,
There's a piece of bacchanal here where.
How people will be sending you everything? How you listen to the bacchanal so? You'll be getting all the videos first.
He's a batch dog. Anyway.
I don't even get all the videos source.
Every time something going on, Zwad is the one that had the video. You send it and say, hey, look at this thing.
I don't even get all. I find I just get later now. Okay, good evening everyone. Wherever you're listening, wherever in the world you are, welcome to another episode of the Trifactor podcast. We'd also like to get you involved. So make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all our platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, right? So any platform that you are on, you're sure to find us. So guys, you have a wonderful night tonight, I mean, this is the party season where most conclusions are generally foregone, and it's the part of the football calendar that I hate the most. Transfer seasons.
Silly.
Yeah, I hate it. But we also have some other emerging matters of business, some humanitarian, some just out of general respect. So, we'll open up the floor to anything that you would like to discuss, because given as an Arsenal fan, I like to give the opportunity to get anything off his chest immediately now. How are you going on today? You alright?
I always good though.
You sure?
Yeah, Arsenal. What I could say, boy.
They were
giving a list about
don't say
how you can make Arsenal better. It just had one line.
It's time to go! That's all I was going to ask you.
Why I can agree now? I still say Ole wicked.
Yeah, as always. But we never storm our pitch or bond on
television work. There are no stewards that I can see. There are certainly no police in here. And now the fans are making their way back across, or a majority of them, back to the area that they came into, in front of the Stretford end. And these are extraordinary scenes, the like of which I've never seen before.
Arlo, thank you very much. Shocking scenes coming to you from Old
Trafford. No character, that is why.
In terms of vandalism, we could talk about Pogba's stance on Palestine.
What about it?
Me and my brother were trying to figure out if Palestine and Israel had a border. They do a little research on that. It's real interesting.
That's a whole bacchanal scene.
It's basically a strip of land.
Yeah, the Gaza.
It had dots of Palestine with Israel surrounding.
and that map has evolved, because
more of the legacy of colonialism and redlining from colonialisms in the past and things like that. It's real nastiness. Like when you read that. When you read that, to be honest, like my controversial take is the media is very, very, very pro-Israel, to be honest, because when you read about it,
Well, that's what happens.
Because when you read about it, really and truly, it's kind of hard to reconcile with how you could paint it as a both sides thing. Like it's a war. It's not really a war though. It's a gradual attrition. Like, and people gonna get wiped out though. If people don't jump in for Palestine, they're gonna get wiped out. Yeah. And it's madness. It's madness.
I read an article that both sides kind of might prefer it to drag on. Like they don't want a solution because of what they might give up. And I was like, this is crazy though. Because it's in years though. To me, it should be something that should be resolved. A lot of people, their support for it falls under ideological lines, religious lines almost. And you would expect a degree of bias to kind of infiltrate in your stance with that, right? But some of the things that you're hearing and seeing, especially given the fact that one seems significantly stronger than the other, I mean, it is terrible. And
boy, to me, what's not? If I hear a bullet, I run in down. If I hear a gunshot, I see men taking video.
You see that? Yeah.
With a building getting rocket.
I see the building get a rocket, and it's like the man say, "Oh, I'm gonna pull my camera." I'm actually he didn't run away, and the man actually focusing more. But hold on. But what is all your thoughts on players getting involved in it though?
Yeah, my thoughts on like Pogba, I was really wondering why it was an issue for Pogba to be interested in a cause outside.
United did their lap around the Old Trafford pitch. As you can see, Paul Pogba and Amad Diallo held up a Palestine flag, showing solidarity with the Palestinian people amid the ongoing conflict with Israel.
Well, I think we need to. We have players from different backgrounds, different cultures, different countries, and I think we need to respect their views if they differ from someone else's. And if my players think about other things than football, that's a positive thing. And I think we've seen that with some of the players before, that they do care about. So say Marcus Rashford, for example, the difference he's made. So no, we respect their right to have a different view.
That's my issue. Like, they try to make it an issue because to ask the coach, I like asking. That's like asking your manager, why that man is a Christian boy? Why that man like why you work like cars?
Well, all right. So I think this is really the media looking for a headline, honestly, because a lot of the support for the Palestinian people tends to those with Islamic faith, right?
Yeah.
Understood. And conversely, a lot of people who support Israel tend to be Christian, right? Now, I don't know.
Christian.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because
supposedly along religious lines, at least that's what it would be. Yeah,
that is how it falls, right? Yeah. I don't know what Ole's religious persuasion is, but I don't know if that was like, maybe he might not agree, and I wonder what's his thoughts on that. But again, I think Ole handled it right, kind of well. Like, it's good, perfect answer. You can't. I mean, if you do like certain clubs and send a man back when a certain country was upset about thing and Arsenal, like what Ozil went through now, boy,
whole band.
So it could have been like that, and to me that was
one time.
Yeah, it didn't. You don't rather agree with it, but that person's stance.
The man could play garbage and waste money for 5 years, but the moment he says something wrong, guess one time.
Yeah,
about a key country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean things like that. To me, Ole handled it really well, and I have no issue with Pogba do it. I mean, there are some footballers who disagree. I would say like there was like with Zlatan.
Going to watch basketball? Yeah. I liked a lot, and I mean, he's a phenomenal in what he's doing. But I don't like when people, when they have some kind of status and they go in and they do politics at the same time what they're doing. I mean, do what you're good at. Do the category you do. I play football because I'm the best in playing football. I don't do politics. If I would be a politician, I would do politics. That is the first mistake people do when they become famous and they come in a certain status. Stay out of it. Just do what you're best at, because it doesn't look good.
When you're seeing LeBron James, I know, right?
It's funny you say that, because I believe in like 2018, he was the same guy who said when he was back in Sweden, talking about the same things, because his last name wasn't a certain last name, that he felt like it was some racism going on when he was out on the pitch. Right? He did say that, right? Yeah. I thought he said that. So I speak from a very educated mind. I'm kind of the wrong guy to actually go at because I do my homework.
And I was like, but you are a person who your ethnic origin was in countries that were war torn and had issues. You grew up hard like that.
He's talked about it before himself, so it's nonsense. Yeah. It's very hypocritical.
Yeah, it's the same thing. And I mean, I was disappointed. At the end of the day, if you can't be angry with people using the platform to highlight issues and causes that are dear to them, in fact, I see it almost as a sense of responsibility that they don't have to take, but they do have. And it's commendable for them to take it because there's also the risk of alienating sponsors, so and they're still choosing, you know what, this is something strongly, I actually really feel strongly about. So, and to me, I have no issue with it. It wasn't disrespectful, it wasn't anything. It was just simply highlighting the issue, and hopefully the wider world population would get behind both of them. Even itself, if it say, look, you will take all that and lock all up in our room and all they're coming out until they work out something. Something had happened. Because
but we know anything that is deemed anti-Semitic is a kind of risky.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in Premier League and sports thing, they have a lot of pull. But when they do our research on what Semitic mean, Semitic includes Arabic. I don't get it. I didn't understand that part.
It's deep. It's other thing. So like a lot of the takes now, people are saying, you know what? It's not so deep. People are starting to push back on the idea, oh, it's deep and complicated and you have to be more nuanced. It's like, no, dog, we should be able to say this is not right. Yeah. This is advantage.
Here's the point also. I'm Jewish. My father's family was devastated by Hitler. So this is an issue of some sensitivity to me. So I will do everything in my power, and I hope that every member of Congress will fight not only anti-Semitism, but racism and anti-Muslim activity so that we create a non-discriminatory society. But it is not anti-Semitic to be critical of a right-wing government in Israel. That is not anti-Semitic, okay?
And that's when you stand on a principle. That's my stance on it. But on a principle, you're good.
But on a football sense, for me, I want to see more. So I said this to you before. Like I love seeing. I hate the idea. So we go through it in our professions. There's this idea of, there's some things you can't talk about in work, and there's this pretense that to be professional means to be plain, Anything that could stir any kind of raise any temperature of emotions means it's unprofessional immediately, and I don't think that's not really embracing freedom of speech and thought and expression and things like that. You should be able to have a conversation that people don't agree on things and still maintain professionalism. The idea that sponsors could abandon a brand because one player shares a view that they have. They didn't say, the player's not saying Manchester United is holding this view. The player's not saying Arsenal holds this view. It is a player from Arsenal saying, I have this view. Yeah. The idea that sponsors could clutch pearls and say, well, I'm done with our whole brand. Like that's the antithesis of freedom, right? You threatening me though. You threatening everybody on my whole company that we have to toe a certain line, otherwise you gone. Which is, sometimes I like. This is what I like about football. I like about sports where it's a profession just like everybody else's profession, but it is a space that allows for things to be different than normal. It allows for just. So much of the things, there's more player power, there's more player power than there is employee power, for example, I think. So there's more power for, think about the idea of the media does back players for like in a player versus coach thing. The media does look at the players sympathetically and stuff like that.
Well, it depends on who it is, eh?
It depends on who it is.
Always.
But it just allows for I like something about football in particular too. It just allows for a flip of the narrative where, you know what? Here's somebody with money that a company cannot threaten with, oh, I will take your money because they have too much. And they are able to say, well, no, I'm going to say this because I want to say it on principle. Where in the regular, people can't really make their moves because they don't have enough money to handle just getting fired or just getting blackballed
or just getting storm that coming after.
No, you see,
it depends on where your money coming from too, eh?
And that's what I'm going to say. Because, all right, let's say, for example, I mean, the person, and it's not football not unique in the aspect where the person pay any money, pay any piper calling the tune, right?
Sure.
And I mean, you see it instances, look how Tuchel just gay employers vex just by saying, boy, I fed up with this blasted politics, boy, bam.
Who, PSG?
Yeah, PSG and thing, right? And I mean, people seem to think that unless they are interested in our cause, it's not important. I was looking at an article the other day. Granted, it wasn't really I won't say reputable, it's a known English publication, but yeah.
You might not even want to say the name.
Yeah, right. So anyhow,
and just put the U in an asterisk, here, Carly.
No, not that one. The next one.
Oh,
right. But they was talking about how Rashford and his girlfriend broke up, right? That the man business, but I part for them course now.
Yeah.
Right. And in the comments, dog.
Of course.
If you hear people dragging him, man.
Terrible.
That's because he was trying to feed hungry children, right?
What?
Why he was sticking his nose in government business?
Nah, that can't be a reason why, man. No.
They were saying again.
Nobody could drag a man for helping somebody else, man. Nah.
What do you mean?
You see,
you're spending so much time studying people's children and minding your girl. You understand? That's what I'm saying.
And this is what I say, right? Because you see, because people equated, and this is what I say, they have and assume that probably the fact that he did it showed up against a particular party line, and in their support for this party, Boris Johnson et al., right? They say, well, Rashford is worst.
I could see it now, yeah.
It wasn't even one comment.
This is not one.
It was several. And
it's not even just people with party line. Is some people genuinely they want their sports players to play sports and shut up and dribble, right? So people love to talk about Kante as he's the idyllic football player because he just play and he's work hard for the team and he's selfless and he don't talk and he's shy and he's blah and it's just
because he had seen none to piss nobody off.
Right. That's what people like.
Yeah. So he effectively is still kind of like a slave. And that's where, no, seriously, because then that's where you see the real bravery come up. Because you could do like a certain man. I remember watching a documentary, right? And he was asked to endorse a candidate, the first black candidate in the state for the Senate. And he was like, for Republicans, just buy sneakers too. In hindsight, you're saying it was taken out of context. And maybe it might have been, I don't know. But his focus at that time probably was secure the bag. And I can't vex with him totally fit. But then it comes as if you're paying a price on your principles. Right? And if you really, and a person's sincere commitment to their principles, I think is what goes a long way in terms of getting people to be more sympathetic towards our cause.
Sometimes.
it does have instruction. So
I could go back and forth on the Jordan thing because I think one of my quotes is to make sure one of my things is to make sure we're not holding black people to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Because it's creating the idea that somehow or the other the oppressor is more entitled to doing bad things than we are. So there's some of the Jordan narrative that people don't realize. It's actually based on a foundation that says he has to do something by virtue of him being black, and it's like, no, he doesn't. Just like anybody else, he is entitled to be selfish. He's entitled to not be he's entitled to all them things. So there's some of the Jordan narrative I just be like, you know what? Let that man shine. He made some choices I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want him to make.
You can't vex the man choice.
I wouldn't want him to make them choices. If I could whisper to him, I would have whispered to him, hey, make a different choice, whatever. But I'm not gonna be out here slandering him unless I'm doing the same for every single other man that ever made a decision that did not help the poor, the underprivileged, whatever. Everyone. Not black, not brown, not everyone.
Yeah.
When we start singling out Jordan, I'm like, out.
Because I mean, the reason that happens is because the rules different. Because look, Tim Tebow, Jana Sweat, Colin Kaepernick.
I ain't getting into that one.
I understand why, but at the end of the day, fair play Pogba, fair play Ole. Or they sort out that shippiness now.
Pogba and Amada, give Amadi a little shout there.
Yeah, because as a youth man too.
No doubt it helped that he big brother doing it too. But the fact that he was willing to do that, he's a man only had like three appearances and thing, on the senior side. So,
I mean,
talk to Ahmad too.
Yeah, big up Ahmad. Yeah, for real. Because he no starting. You don't have much to lose. He have plenty to lose.
He have more things to lose.
No, if you think it in terms of like you have plenty opportunity to lose, but in terms of what he has,
I understand your point. But trust me, he have way more to lose.
He have more potential to lose.
Because Pogba could at least still bank on his Pogba name for the next 2-3 years. Because even a man like Balotelli, right? Look how long it's been since Balotelli has actually been a top prospect or a top talent, and it's only in the last year or two he really lost like endorsements and all like things.
Right.
Yeah, well, if you think about it,
look how long he was able to ride that wave.
Pogba really how much else to do in football again,
right? Ahmad had no wave.
No wave. Yeah, he have nothing. So
he had no wave to ride.
So he really step out on a limb there. So that's a good thing.
I hope it's not so bad that it's really a limb. I just hope it's just.
It should never be a limb.
And that's the sad thing, right? And
why should it be a limb?
That's the sad thing in our realm for sure, in our professions for sure, is a limb. in football, in sports, you kind of, and that's what I like about it, because, and I think it's just simply because of the dollars tied to it. These men making what we just make in a year, in a week. Maybe Ahmad making it in a month. He ain't big yet now, so he making it in a month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you fire me making that in a month, dog, I could go without work. I could go without work for a year. I good. Where we had to make decisions saying, dog, but if I get fired, I can't buy groceries next month, I could have money for the rent and thing, but I'm worried about these groceries, dog. Right? So I like that about sports, where it just allow people who may not have been able to stand behind principle and stand on principle and be vocal and is spectacular. It's no surprise that so many black activists and any cause really, right? So even this Palestine Israel conflict, right? There's no surprise that so many of the activism and platform voices, etc., come from people who, they have enough money to stand up behind something without fear of,
losing the ball, fumbling it.
like being buried and never heard from again in poverty or something. It's serious.
Serious cause.
And Colin, it shouldn't be.
Shout out to Colin, shout out to Mesut. Both buried. Well, Mesut kind of have a lifeline, eh?
But Mesut is fine.
Yeah.
He is okay.
Because Turkey embraced him because that was part of the cause and they were able to throw the bag at him. Yeah. It's all about who we're able to get where bag coming from, like you say in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, but I find Bruno in had no spark in the last a while. And he looking peeved but easily on the field. Just looking, he's sulking. What causing that?
The man has played 900 and something minutes though.
He tired though. He tired.
He tired. And he is a kind of he have high standards. So he gonna be really too pleased with certain performances that dragging the flag. So he's in a happy place right now. Well, he's not in his happiest place.
VAR forced him to quote unquote touch a ball for Cavani to score goal of the season. What do you think about that? Sorry.
Goal of the season.
He did touch
it didn't look like he touched the ball.
That's goal of the season.
That's my goal of the season.
Flicked on there by Fernandez. He's through Cavani. What an attempt! What a goal!
That's not a goal of the season.
You forget Lamelo goal or?
Excuse.
You forget that?
I don't like that goal. Who it was against?
Yeah. Alright, so
who that goal was against?
It was a good goal. I
am conscious of my bias and I don't like that goal.
The man scored Robona.
True party legs. I don't want to hear about that goal.
True man leg.
Dragging on back for Lucas Moura. Makes it up for Lamela. Through a crowd of legs. And in.
I don't want to hear about that.
From our standing by right out there.
I prefer how much Mendes score from almost half.
No, it's a best goal. It's a best goal. Top five.
It's our best goal. A very good goal. But I know goal is season.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like if I watch back goals of the month and thing to remember was right, but from the top of my head, that's probably top five.
Let me alone.
But Bruno play 3,099 minutes.
Yeah, that real minutes.
The man rest. They're killing him. They're killing him, but you see again, nobody stepping up to the mantle when the man resting.
But why you bring him up though? What you getting at to say?
I can't understand
just
trying to
talk about top four. Man, you secure second place. And the race for third and fourth. Well, Arsenal boy, if he was only here to shine now, the race for third and fourth.
This way you smash it up, or?
Yeah, this was the man
qualifying for fourth.
Yeah,
every year pull it off with Ibue and Denilson and.
I remember years.
That's what men on Twitter is called the banter era. It's called the banter era because when you watch this squad, you're like, oh, this is your lineup you come out to play with.
And what you know, the man coming forth every year, you know.
Remember, I tell you that. I say you go.
But that squad
was back on this and say the good old days, you know.
No, but that squad was his fault though. Anyway, you wouldn't get caught up too much on.
No, look back on this and say the good old days.
Nah,
so I think
back like Manu, man. Don't worry. Yeah.
I think. You plan to do that? I see you do
something. Talk now.
I see you do something this week that.
See, well, I know.
Like me and all.
I'm not sure if what you're saying. I'm not sure if what you're saying is tongue in cheek because technically has Manu actually bounced back? I don't think they actually have.
Second man and they go and get a trophy.
They come second under Jose. They come second under Jose.
And won that trophy, so only better win. But
well, that's the thing.
I went yellow that day. Good evening.
I know. It's too wicked. That you happen to all.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If it was against any other team,
I don't like vandals.
The problem is them vandals are something that your side need in abundance.
I don't like vandals and Arsenal. I don't like
Arsonist? Is all
That
that one?
very belly.
Yeah,
That
man, the
belly.
bundle, what's the man name? Woodwood house.
They need belly. They just have to stop criers.
The fire bomb the man house, boy. Man,
Yeah,
wife
they
was
just have,
home all kind of thing,
oh,
boy.
they have to stop criers. Yeah,
I know
they
that
just have to
now.
stop criers.
I
Yeah,
know
know
all
that-
that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was the year before or something.
That was telling all there.
Oh, yeah. Not this time.
Nah,
Yeah.
not this time.
Yeah.
But third and fourth though, Chelsea, it's real
Liverpool.
tight, you know, it's real tight.
Chelsea,
Right
Liverpool,
now.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
Well,
Liverpool, Leicester fighting. Well, you had to look at him. You had to look at the matchup. So, Chelsea last game is against Aston Villa, who have Jack Grealish's back.
Tough game.
Oh, sorry. Let me just.
What are they play for?
Hold on. Let me see if it's home or away.
It's away.
Into this thing, buddy.
Is that way?
Away to Villa.
I think my phone's taken too. All right. And then Liverpool. Lord.
Palace. Liverpool might hit Palace about 7. The home to Palace.
Liverpool playing Palace at home, but Liverpool struggling at home whole season.
Yeah, no fans. They might get fans back though.
So Benteke might come back and score a bike on them
Benteke
for
in
revenge.
some nice form though.
You buying them on FPL or?
You see how I've been on FPL recently. I really conservative though.
And it's helping you. You're making points all of a sudden.
Yeah. Taking my time, but I don't know who I buy for that last match.
But then Leicester have top Spurs.
Have a iffy game. We don't know which Spurs going to show up.
No, well, all right. No matter which Spurs show up.
No, I think Leicester could pull it out.
No matter what Spurs show up, Spurs can't defend.
That's not gonna be that.
And they have Vardy and they have Kelechi in the form of your life.
Remember
So,
when you say regular was good, but
Reguilon could attack. I can tell you today, Reguilon is who always saying Trent is. Oh, he's so garbage and he can't. Yeah, that's Reguilon we're talking about. Always want to know why Zidane is Lego a man. Like, Zidane know what he's doing, huh? When Zidane Lego a man,
You see, Reece hold Vardy in the pocket for 180 minutes.
What position Reece was playing, right?
Centre back. I just let you know centre back.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering why the coach had a choice between should I play Reece in his bestest, strongest position since he's
faster than Aspilicueta and he pocket Vardy. That's why.
That is correct. So the coach say, look, I will use your negroid legs to run back and defend whole game. Because I ain't going to trust you to make no attacking plays on the next side. You're going to make the runs back and with Vardy.
That's brilliant coaching though. Tuchel got a little something.
I tell you, you're a good coach. I remember earlier in one early episode you say he never really impressed you.
Yeah. No, but this is good though. He's documenting all the rubbish and all the.
I tell you I always had respect for that man.
No, I said why I told you why I didn't have respect for him. Even though nobody ever won with PSG, I think they should win with PSG. And then I was like, yeah, he reached the final, lost a better Bayern. I seen clear now. I seen the man shining.
Yeah, the man's a good coach.
So I didn't actually get to answer this in the last episode where we talked about
why ain't get the answer, boy? Why ain't get the answer?
I'll let Triple M do his business. I'll let everybody have their time.
Shout out to Triple M.
But I mean, right, he talked about sample size. Yeah, I think people need to calm down. Wait for the sample size.
Nah, I don't know.
The only thing you have with this January to now end of the season, what it just shows you for sure that what Lampard was saying about the team need 20 players. Like, he didn't say that, but he said need players and there's no way there. And that is garbage. That is garbage of the Jose Mourinho level of just all of a sudden men who you now saying better than Man U squad and ting, they become little horses or they become we only have Harry Kane and whatever. That was what Frank was doing. I'm glad Tuchel come just to show, look, this team didn't become garbage. These players are still very good players. These are players that other teams would definitely buy. Yeah. Had no question about it, all this stuff. Now we have to actually see, okay, next season we shall see if Tuchel is making, further improvements on the team, obviously more teams will now know. They will have 6 months worth of video to watch of his team. They'll be able to prepare tactically for his team better. Yep. We will then start seeing, all right, what the man really have. So for these 6 months, to watch him and say, oh, he's thinking, all right, man, relax.
What do you think about the banishment of Tammy and playing Timo every minute of every game?
I think Timo sour, boy.
It's just sour.
What's right? He's sour and he's not learning. So he just, I don't know, boy. That boy sour.
When it's sour, you can't learn it, or just sour, though, that's it.
Nah, he real sour, boy.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think I say it to Mark too. I say, look, Tuchel, it is obvious that one of his mandates on being hired was you need to get Timo scoring. Get Timo playing. So, and I hate to say it from a brother, I like to see black men shine.
Yes, but put some respect on people's name, nigga.
But I hate to say it, but okay, it's not as if Tammy Abraham is Drogba. He's not this undroppable colossus.
Yeah.
He's not a player that defines how Chelsea plays, etc. So he is fairly droppable.
Yeah. He was a top scorer, I think, though.
He was the top scorer, but that was more reflective of what was going on with Chelsea with their
top scorer with how much? Top scorer with how much?
I think nah. It was double. It was double figures.
Just no. Let me go and check Chelsea top scorer.
Yeah, go and check it there. But obviously Timo shouldn't be playing. Shouldn't be starting. Point blank, he shouldn't be. You can't be missing this many chances and all this stuff. This season?
Ugh.
Can't talk about this season, I'm talking about last season, right?
Oh, last season.
Last season, the top scorer was Tammy.
Oh, well, this season, Lord Jesus. Oh, Chelsea too high.
Who's the top scorer this season?
Jorginho with 7.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Tammy with 6 and Timo with 6.
I know I see you up there.
I guess
he's
not undroppable.
Right. I mean, no. In fairness, the man, I don't know how much appearances he had this season, like 12 or something, right? This season he have reached James numbers of appearances, so it's a hard luck season. Last season,
he actually played 22 matches.
Who?
Tammy.
I mean, he probably only started 10 though.
Yeah, I don't know when he started.
But last season when transfer ban, was last season transfer ban year?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Right? I think last season was the year when everybody rated up Frank, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you rate up Frank because it's a transfer ban. Look how much he get done while having no play. Okay. So that season is when Tammy scored good double figures and thing. But I mean, again, I talk about this with, I think millennials, we like to use numbers. We like to look at the numbers and then make an argument based on the numbers. And it's like, dog, watch the game, make your argument, and then hope the numbers support you. Please, watch the game. You watch Tammy. Tammy, I don't care how much numbers he make. Tammy is a very raw player for me. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. He has some things to his game, some facets, but he is... I could guarantee you he will give you a stinker every 5 games. Every 5 games or so, you're going to see, who is this man? Why is this man so bad? Why is this man so bad?
They're making him sound like Theo Walcott was.
Yeah, kind of what Theo Walker was like. But kind of like what he was like, where he's raw. You're seeing the glimpses of this man good. But
yeah, potential, but he just.
So there's a narrative that is, poor Tammy ting. It is true. It's sad that a man could go from top scorer to getting banished. But at the same time, Tammy is not at the level that says he should be starting every game.
Yeah, well, it's who he getting banished for, eh?
Right, I understand. The main sticking point is really right. Timo shouldn't be starting every game.
You don't buy expensive paper with us or a bench scrubber.
And that's
what you see.
It's an impossible job for Tuchel though, because all right, Chelsea, look how bad Chelsea feeling right now. They basically went in the transfer market and spent the bag the season before all these strikers gonna move. If Chelsea didn't make that move right now, they could have been in the market for Haaland, Mbappe, Kane. They could have been in the market for all them.
For everybody, yeah.
But they now dropped the whole thing.
So Timo.
I'll be real jealous if Chelsea land Kane or somebody.
How they could do that? How they could do that still?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's all. This is what I was trying to think now. This man earlier this week put out a passionate plea. Trying to beg Harry Kane to go to Arsenal.
Boy, Harry, boy, you deserve better, boy. Come to Arsenal.
That's where you
wicked off.
That's where you start off, come home.
Yeah, wicked off. Why would he go to Arsenal? Eh?
I can't even entertain that one. I don't even know what to say.
He leaving one frustrating Polstone club. What's our next one?
2 words, Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell.
The man want to win trophies, right?
We see what happened the last time a man crossed the divide, boy.
What happened the last time?
The man want to win trophies, boy.
Invincible, boy.
Wasn't the last time the opposite way? Wasn't it?
No, we're not talking about that. Was Galas?
Your boy,
Adebayo.
Your boy Ade.
Nah, he went Man City first.
Your boy Ade with the dance moves.
Nah, you run the whole perchance skate. You forget.
That was for City. That was for City.
He was playing for City and you run.
I wanna do it too because I started reading. I started reading what he used to sing about that man.
Yeah.
Oh, your parents rubbing wash elephant balls and all kind of thing they say. You know?
Real disrespect.
I was like, nah, that kind of disrespect. I was doing the
real disrespect.
I don't disrespect nobody parents, but he started banter though. Talking about when AC Milan call you, Beyonce call you go leave and blah blah.
When you wasn't wrong.
He lie.
Yeah, like
let him go AC now. Anyway, So Chelsea on 67 points, Pool on 66, Leicester on 66, and I think that is who trying to qualify for top 4.
Hard luck, Leicester.
So based on the table,
Liverpool
obviously has the best game.
Yeah,
having Crystal Palace was your last game.
Palace so Palace. Next thing they want to play for Roy and good send off and so weird. Liverpool not playing good at home, blah 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 blah.
Anything happen there, you know?
But that on paper, that's the easiest one.
Yeah.
On paper, I would say Leicester is the hardest game, supposedly, against Tottenham. But in reality,
it's Tottenham.
I would prefer to face Aston Villa than Tottenham. Because Tottenham, coached by Ryan Mason, they're going to put Harry Winks in the field. They're going to play Gareth Bale. And so I feel bad for Mason a little bit, right? Because
why, boy?
Because he pandering to the boys. He pandering to who... So Gareth Bale's supposed to play. Look, the reality is Gareth Bale is not Gareth Bale from 2012 or whatever. You know?
You say he comes in to get a sweat to get fit.
So he's a man. Look, he still have obviously his left foot is a monster.
Well educated.
But the man is walking around like he's Rivaldo. The man he don't defend.
Why,
he don't really.
I ain't like that Rivaldo statement. Anyway, go ahead.
Fair business.
All I really saying is, unlike Rivaldo, Bale not gonna do no chest and bicycle and
Okay.
So he can't afford to be walking around like Rivaldo.
Okay, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
So he walking around, he don't track back, he don't actually grab the game by the scruff of the neck like men like to say. He don't do none of that.
No.
Yet you're playing him every game. Your boy Harry Winks, who does play just like you used to play. You getting him sweat every game. You drop Tanguy out.
Tanguy out.
I love Tanguy.
You drop. I mean,
Tanguy bad.
I ain't vexed about you dropping Sissoko, but you dropped Sissoko as well out of nowhere. So now your team, right? The team is a real basic team. I think Tottenham lose to they lost to somebody embarrassing.
When? How recent?
Recent.
That was which game, buddy?
No, wrong. I think about somebody else.
It was Tottenham. It could happen.
I think about somebody who Sheffield beat.
Oh, Everton with the slack self.
Anyway. Sheffield beat Everton. Anyway, sorry.
I buy DCL anyway. So.
I gotta answer that man, but I think
so you are heavy in there.
I think last game because they playing City last though.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
What he might score because I put Trossard on my bench and he score against anyway.
I think on paper Leicester should be hard luck. They're out.
Yeah, I think hard luck Leicester, but they have a chance.
In reality,
anything could happen though.
In reality, I could see Leicester slapping Tottenham. Normal. And then it really comes down to, does Liverpool bottle it somehow against Palace?
Yeah.
Because the other one, I mean, who playing Villa again?
Chelsea playing Villa.
That's a tough game. That's a weird game.
It's a tough game, but now I think Chelsea is very solid. Chelsea is very solid.
Pull through. So that the man say that he come in to make sure that they get top 4. So that
I'm a money on Olita and rough up Rudiger and score one.
On who?
Oli
Watkins. Oh, that man. Hey, that man turned around your season, you know?
That the guy.
Everybody transfer out Oli and you stick by him and
stick by him. Even though he gave my red card, the double match.
It don't matter.
Triple on it, double. Anyway.
It ain't much, but it's all you got. That man is returning a steady 5-6 points every game. And hey, I get you assist, boy.
He cannot go he score. He man go put his foot in a weird 50-50 and poke it home and miss
every goal that man score. Every goal that man score is just being aggressively normal, dog. He's an aggressively normal player. But you just real aggressive with it. So today, what you do? You rush the man. So a man bat the ball, bumps up in the air, and you rush.
Yeah, you rush him.
And you see any little half dreadlocks shaking and thing. It's real antics, and then boom, go.
It's real weird how good Brentford scouting is because he Beraham, I can't pronounce his name he's West Ham, yeah. And there's somebody else, and then now Brentford is Tony
or something. Yeah.
And then the scouting is good, boy.
Yeah, so Brentford had Ben Rama and Oli.
Yeah, and somebody else. I can't remember who else it was.
I remember them having a third one who good.
Okay.
And now they have Tony.
Real scores. The side of the real score.
I want to see. Anyway, so top 4, we go see. We go see how that shit goes.
What do you think? Liverpool and Chelsea.
It should be on paper. Liverpool and Chelsea and hard luck Leicester, but
I'll feel it for Leicester though.
That's second year.
I'll say my realistic take is Chelsea and Leicester get through, and Liverpool drop out somehow.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's possible
because realistically, Chelsea has been handling business,
and Liverpool ahead right now,
and Leicester have been bottling. Leicester have been bottling.
That's a terrible loss.
Leicester have been bottling, but Tottenham is very unserious in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it becomes all right.
They want to play Dyer right through wicked. Anyway.
But in fairness to Liverpool, I mean, they had a good run. It's a good run of bad teams, I guess. And they win all of the games. So they win.
Talk about
the Dragons out.
The
Dragons out.
That's an iconic moment. If
they don't qualify, Alisson had out being vain horse.
That was an iconic moment.
What happens from this corner could shape Liverpool's season. It's Alisson! Oh!
And that's why I'm feeling like, they might be able to drag it out because
I hope
they
get
degree of belief and momentum. That degree of belief and momentum.
I am not a Liverpool fan and I jump up on ball horse. I was like, horse!
Yeah.
But I was real slack defender, huh?
Real slack. No, but when we watch it over,
it's all right.
3 things is West Brom.
Yeah.
It's slack defending, but the third one he arrived just
Right,
before the man
right in
take it
time.
was.
He arrived
So
just in
it had
time.
nobody to really
So we say, "Nah,
take
pick
that
up
one.
man."
So as soon as he reach
Who
it,
go in and take him up? And then
Connor taking quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Who take that corner away?
Trent.
The man who gonna get leave. The man who gonna get leave in England for the Euros.
Nobody said the man gonna get left.
Nah, I reading that now. I reading that today.
How we could possibly get left?
Men say some man with the inside scoop. Some man with the inside scoop claiming it's what's his name?
Walker one.
Walker. No, what's the boy Atletico?
Oh, Trippier.
Yeah,
I always forget Trippier.
The man say Southgate. The man say Southgate wants Trippier first, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So Trent might get leave for real.
No, but I don't know what kind of season Trippier had there, so I wouldn't say. But I don't think Trent should get left. I'll say that. I will forget Trippier.
I ain't going through this again.
Horse on your side. Anyway, what's the next topic? On the side, horse. So top 4, Liverpool,
Chelsea, unfortunately. I've looked like
what's now? Always underrated Brendan
Rodgers, yeah. You know the other day, right?
Bottling.
Yeah, but the man win the FA Cup, dog.
When I watch over that last scene with Mark and I say, well, you know, we really give Brendan Rodgers the pips he deserves, eh?
I said that once, and men, was it in that chat, boy? And men say,
and I was
Brendan, nah.
But really, the man has been doing it, consistently doing it, quietly doing it, without winning, though.
While Vardy's a good player and Leicester's scouts are great, they had a lull period, and when he came, you could see that, I don't know if it's more confidence.
He made a difference.
I don't know if it's, I know if it's really tactics.
You see, the thing that will always make it difficult for him to get the clips that he deserves is closing out. Thank God you win that FA Cup.
Yeah, for real. You're right.
You understand?
You're right.
Thank God you win that FA Cup, because if he get leave out of that top 4 now again, 2 years straight. Remember what went on too? Well, I mean, it's a hard luck, but our Liverpool season
that's slippy Gio. Don't let it slip now.
Brendan Rodgers, I think I said this before. I was going to look for it. Brendan Rodgers is a slip away of being a legend in the horse.
Yeah. He's a close out. Yeah, once you get consistently a close out and finish, you will get more pips. He's really good. Yeah, a good coach.
One thing I'll say again, while they were beating us left and right, the football that they were playing was electric. He tends to get that out of his teams.
When Leicester was beaten Arsenal?
When Liverpool were on top of their game.
Yeah.
He was getting Sterling to run. He put Stevie G. He gets Sturridge and Suarez to play together. Stevie G deeper.
I'll get that one. I'll get the SAS.
SAS, right?
Yeah.
Who was it? A?
No, it's and. That's just and.
It was and.
And it was and, yeah.
So and Stevie G deeper with who?
And he banish Balotelli.
Yeah.
Balotelli sweat.
The same Mario was getting trouble right through.
That man play.
What's the man name? You see this?
Was the tall striker they had by boy?
I can really carry on one now.
The man played that man before Balotelli, though.
They bought a tall striker.
Yeah, a big man who was a Liverpool fan his whole life and
from Lambert from
yes,
Southampton.
Ricky Lambert.
Yeah. But he was decent for Southampton, though.
I used to like Ricky Lambert at Southampton.
Yeah, for Liverpool, no thanks.
But anyway, what was the next topic there?
Yeah, the next topic is Chelsea losing 2 finals in 2 days.
Nah, I could see that. And to be honest, my quick
the 2 finals I'm talking about is the women and women. Anyway.
Is it what? Is it women and women?
Men and women, they lost 2 finals in 2 days. Yeah, men and women.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't do nothing about that.
So the FA Cup final, what are you thought about?
I think so So I think last episode you had give or take that you don't really like cup competitions or something. So was it you that say that?
I said
somebody
I love cup.
Somebody
So
say
like Mark.
some people. Yeah, I think maybe it was Mark.
That's
somebody say
Mark.
So like Mark.
I mean, the logic makes sense, right? He's saying, a cup
on the day, yeah.
It's about
on the day thing, yeah.
And a season really demonstrating whatever.
What
I think a cup does for me, what a cup does really show is how old English pundits Harry Redknapp and
get fit, they get fit.
Now, well, it's a mental game now. It's a game about
it's all or nothing.
Who does grab a game?
Yeah.
Who have ice in their veins or whatever. For me, cups is always show the teams that have ice.
But
and that's why Real Madrid is winning. Ting.
I was talking to my brother and father, and I was like, men basically just be a win away from being a bust, like coaches and thing, or a total legend horse. Like if you win a cup final, horse. If you win a Champions League final, and if you're not, your name could go in either direction, though.
I mean, I don't think if you come second,
unless you come,
hold on,
in this bad area,
unless you always come second consistently. Yeah. But if you come second, so let me say it depends. All right, so a lot of it is context. So if you coaching, right, if you are Pep, if you coaching Manchester City, who has spent whatever, and you consistently come second, obviously that is grounds to not be remembered as a great.
Okay.
But if you coaching, let me say Manchester United, let me say like Ole coaching Manchester United, no, not Manchester United, Brendan Rodgers coaching Leicester. If Brendan Rodgers coach Leicester to second in the Champions League, 2 years back to back, 3 years back to back, whatever. Nah, that's not gonna be. You're not gonna be. Oh, this man is a boss, because you're still gonna look at it as dog. That's still Leicester. That's still Leicester fighting with Real Madrid and Bayern Munich and
coming second.
So it has some context. So I think people do praise Pochettino for the job he did at Tottenham, even if there's a backhanded. He's a nearly man.
All they say is what all they do Tottenham do is what apply pressure. I love that, dog.
but what I like about cup competitions is to show which teams have character. And
who decide the outfit.
And for me, if Chelsea bottle everything at the end of the season, that kind of goes with what I have observed. Ultimately, they have a lot of talented players who are not, this is certain men on Twitter who just call it being a grown-ass man, right? So they say, yeah, Drogba was a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Cavani is a grown-ass man, right? They say these things, and it's like, no, that's true. When you look at Chelsea's team right now,
I understand what you mean.
The most grown man on Chelsea's team is probably Rudiger and Thiago Silva or something.
Kante or something.
Or Kante, right?
Kante, yeah.
Like them three men is the grown man.
Yeah.
Everybody else is, you having a bad game, any feelings, he ain't really up for this
Mount growing daily.
Mount is a boss. Look, he's the fella I would say that's the one to watch.
Yeah.
But I will always remember that is the thing that Jose's Chelsea had.
Yeah. Well, horse is only big man there.
and I'm talking bad game.
Good game.
Garbage.
Again it done.
Especially that bastard Drogba boy.
Yeah,
right?
boy.
Well, you don't have to tell me about that.
I remember watching Drogba have a bad game.
And
all kind of worst touches, whatever.
Yeah,
and then one of the strongest side foot bullets you'll ever, because his side foot was hard, like if you shoot him with your laces, right?
He just scored free
side
kicks
foot.
too. Yeah.
So them losing that final, I could see that. Because I could see Timo, and I mean, we watched the final, Timo throwaway thing. Timo did not make the most of half chances.
Yeah.
You watch, I think Ziyech played in the final.
Can't remember. I don't think so. I think he came on. Could be wrong.
All right, but you're watching the players who, they're nearly there. They play like how they are. They are very good, so they could blow away most of the league. But I'm not surprised that in a decisive moment, a man like Tielemans instead show them.
That's what they call inspired, because it was very cagey. No, I wouldn't say cagey. It was a good game, but you needed that inspiration to.
Yeah, it was a good game.
You needed that inspiration to win it, and that was inspirational.
I hear men say Kepa Mendy would have saved it. Mendy tall and he would have saved it. Kepa is garbage.
Come on.
Man, real wicked.
Peter Cechany Prime wasn't saving that.
A little wicked.
I mean, you can't say Schmeichel because, sorry, my God.
Schmeichel at his peak wasn't saving that. And Schmeichel was more of a close shot stopper to keep in the game than anything. He was our boss. But anyway.
But I ain't watch the women's. What happened in the women's?
So the women's
4-0.
So basically, it have
Barca?
Yeah, Barca. It have a girl, a Dutch woman named Martins.
Yeah.
Literally run the right Chelsea right back off the pitch.
Yeah.
So the first goal, Chelsea tried to clear, and the clear it off the self-own goal, hard luck. The second goal, however,
like the loss is spread. Like the loss is
push and run down the ball and cross it in. Somebody come across on the cover, but the tackle wasn't good enough. And then after 2-0, that was it.
Yeah, that's done.
And it's two first half?
Was it 2 or 3 first half? It could have been 3. I can't remember.
I think it was 3 first.
But Chelsea's attack, Kirby and Samantha, non-existent. And Kirby had like 8 goals, 10 assists, or the first Samantha goal on boot 20 goals. I mean, what the Prem was a Mickey Mouse League.
Something so.
But Barca. But remember, who sent was it Tallman? Barca season 78 points.
Mickey Mouse League too.
128 goals or something.
The disparity in our league will be magnified in women's football.
Yeah, but if they beat up their league and they win the Champions League, it's hard to say, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, that right there is
the sample size or the all that.
No, but it's also, I mean, it's something that I think I've heard it every time I watch every Women's World Cup. The commentary talks about, you know, for everybody that want to say something pejorative about, you know, look at the levels and look at the disparity. This is women's football is garbage or whatever. Their response is, well, no, this is the evidence of the problems in the women's game.
Yeah.
Where the teams that actually put money into the teams, they're
going
to be this good, and then the rest of them, if you hire in semi-pro women, all kind of thing, like what you expect to happen?
We expect.
And I like Casey left United too because she wasn't getting no support.
Yeah.
United coach, she left. Doesn't get no support. If
the Glazers now, sorry to talk about the Glazers. I see you look on your face.
No support. They had them in them had portable toilets. In carried on training ground, all kind of things.
Nah, man.
I'll find
out. Don't lie, don't lie.
Are serious?
You lie.
Are serious? And she was agitated.
The woman had to use porta potty.
Yeah. Real disrespect us.
You gotta be careful when you say that kind of thing.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's real disrespecting, huh?
Like real disrespect us. You know saying.
Oh yeah, that is true, my boy.
Who want to go back, huh?
He did sign up.
He don't sign a forever deal.
Why is that mad, man? Yes, anyway,
happy for that, man.
You say happy?
Happiest one of life.
I'm happy for that, man.
He could take a vacation every
February.
February.
Or he's a stubborn. Man does just get injured.
The man will end his career as the top scorer for the Brazil national team.
You're right.
Or whatever.
Too bad is they only win when he get injured.
And the only thing he could be missing is
World Cup,
Champions League, and a World Cup.
Yeah, Champions League, man.
Oh yeah, with Barca, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he good.
MSN,
He real good. He better than I thought. He better than I thought.
And this is the thing, yeah. I don't watch these men career. Like that I realized Pogba good. He what when I motivate Pogba again though?
I ain't even like I don't I hated at the fact that your brain even connected Neymar and Pogba.
No, what I'm saying is
maybe talent-wise he talking about.
I'm not talking about talent-wise. I'm talking about in terms of achievement.
Pogba not talented, Andre, why?
I don't do the old say face. what?
The man
I ain't saying he as talented, but he talented.
Man done win most of what he could win. Anyhow, what really had to motivate him. The only thing that motivates you now is himself.
I was gonna disrespect him, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm watching enough of this. What's his name? Kwame Brown.
Yes, but put some respect on people's names.
Steve Jackson and thing. I ain't gonna disrespect.
Don't disrespect black men for a living.
I ain't gonna do that.
Anyway, Crystal Palace manager gonna retire at the end of the season. Frank Lampard tipped, and I seen a few other.
And that's his stupidness, eh? White House to really say that. All right, yeah, boy, Frank, you deserve our next chance, bro.
He English and he's a darling.
Yes, you just end up like what happened with Pilo.
You want the hashtag white privilege? You want it?
But Pirlo is the worst though. But Frank not as bad as Pirlo though. But
why is Frank not as bad as Pirlo?
What? One day as an under-21 coach compared to like 3 seasons?
So Pirlo only had 1 day as an under-21 coach?
He had one day and then he was fired. Remember he was one coach under-21s and then
I did not know that.
Sarri left and Pirlo got the job. It's like,
I did not know that.
Yeah, dog. Pirlo didn't start coaching yet.
That's different.
Yeah, dog.
So who getting tipped right now?
It's Frankie getting tipped. I don't know who else. But Crystal Palace is a weird team, horse. 4-4-2. Zaha and his on the day, what if you want to play?
Yeah.
Could beat our side and then Zaha crying for everything. And don't
it's
want
on
to
with
play.
London teams or it's on with London teams or
No, I don't know.
Nah. He is one of the most enigmatic players I ever see, for sure.
No, but I mean the London teams must be really like.
He actually reminds me of Zlatan, but he's a lower level Zlatan.
Explain that.
That's how Zlatan was though. When they watching him week in, week out, it wasn't every single game Zlatan was doing Ibra thing, you know. He had games of he just huffing and puffing and pass the ball and blah blah blah. And then he flicks not coming off, his panel not coming off, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have a next game where everything come off. And you're watching him as like, oh, he better than. I remember arguing legitimately about. So it was what I was arguing with Ibra. Back in the, like, this is how old this was, I was arguing with Ibra in Form 6 in CIC or something, right? It couldn't be that long ago. But anyway. I was arguing about.
It wasn't that long ago.
Could it be that long ago?
About 17 years?
It couldn't be that long ago.
Was Zlatan at Inter since 2005?
Zlatan was at Inter.
Yeah.
Wait, yes. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
he was.
Well, then, yes.
When he's even yes and no.
So imagine, since then I was arguing about Zlatan versus Rooney. About who is better and better level.
Had a big banter about that, and he couldn't carry teams to final and things.
Right. and if you remember how them games play out, that's how you get to. Anyway, so Zaha, similar to that, where there's games where you watch him and it's like, oh, this man really is very unplayable, I understand the hype, ting. And then you watch other games and it's just like
nothing, zero production.
Mickey Mouse, you are Jordan Ibe. You are Jordan Ibe playing for Crystal Palace. No disrespect to Jordan Ibe.
Yes, but put some respect on people's name, nigga.
You know, my bad. Where is he right now, by the way? Bournemouth still?
I have no idea where Jordan is.
I'd look to.
But Roy, where team they could give you a hard game and then next game they could lose to Sheffield like 4-0 and it's a weird team.
What was the Premier League called before Barclays Premier League? What was it called? Just the Premier League?
I have no idea.
Was it always Barclays?
I don't know.
Nah,
Why
nah,
ask
it
that?
wasn't.
You think Roy was there? He was at Inter Milan.
No, I see.
He terrible to he couldn't make it as a back. Anyway.
I see Crystal Palace as the quintessential English football team.
Okay.
So they are English football. They're tough to beat. Not very good tactically.
Hard running.
It's hard runners, and then they have a couple wing wizards.
Yeah.
And a big man in the box. So Crystal Palace is English football. So I'm not surprised if it's Frank Lampard. I am not surprised if they go back and freaking buy Sam Allardyce, who now quits in West Brom.
Possible.
Right? They are the kind of team they will hire.
Mark Hughes might appear.
Yeah, but seriously, that's something that now always get work in English football.
I think that done, Zwadi. I hope that done. I hope it done. I hope we ain't seeing Pods no more. I hope we ain't gonna see Pods no more.
What you doing to life these days?
I just hope we don't see Pods no more.
Them men love them guys.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I really enjoy when Pods are do. Remember when Pods are do a celebration?
Yeah.
and then get bust.
You can't beat somebody. Or was it at Aston Villa? I can't remember.
All he do was he score a goal, they had score a goal, and he getting on, but then they lose that game, I think. Anyway, so I mean, I said it in the podcast when we talk about what's going to happen to Frank. He will get a job like this. So he will get a Crystal Palace. I wouldn't even be surprised if he get like a Aston Villa if that guy move on, Dean Smith.
Why? Where would he go? Up?
If he get a better job. What if there's a shuffle? What if Brendan goes Tottenham?
Well, they'll have a shot. Oh, Brendan. Ooh.
Because who Tottenham won't get?
He can't come Arsenal instead?
Why would Brendan go Tottenham?
Tottenham have more money though.
My brother was saying that, he say
don't disrespect. Listen, don't disrespect Tottenham too much now, please.
No, I mean still.
But apparently Leicester have money too.
Leicester doing good.
Leicester's a selling club.
Yeah.
That's their brand. Their brand is they'll get good talent, get the upside, sell on.
Yeah.
Does Brendan want to stay on for that? No. Most likely not. He's a man with aspirations. He's not going to stay on for a selling project.
Come on, Brendan, come.
Nah, he ain't want that. He ain't want that either.
Why, boy?
Why the man want to do himself that?
Arsenal need a 3-4 year rebuild, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just want to see good football, boy.
Some of all their buys didn't go off, dog. So it's 3-4 years, dog.
Pepe scored 2 today.
I hear. I ain't see it yet.
This might be a contract. Yeah. But
who else would have? Who else would have any running for the Palace? Who was the name?
That's very good names you call. That's very good names you call. I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Allardyce called.
It's very English. Very English. Yeah. So
and
all the English coaches are out of a job. Boom.
It will be part and parcel. Like that's what Roy Hodgson was.
let me go and look. Who's the English manager's out of job right now?
Don't worry, they'll get a job. They'll find one. They'll see what they want.
Is it a nice youth, you know?
Ooh, Chris Wilder. Chris Wilder's available.
No. If you look go after a while, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Is this a nice youth? I heard he got a bad injury today, boy.
Oh, is he?
Achilles injury.
He really had to understand.
He dribbles. Very like
It's majestic.
Stop, like slow down. I can't say Iniesta because he don't turn. So he just slows down, change up pace. Like the goal he scored, one of the goals that season was.
He just run through all the men, yeah.
Was so
simple.
It was not a top sprint, so he never really run through the side, but it's like he walked through the side. And his dribbling style is very nice and sweet. But I wonder if you could do it at a high level, boy. I heard it was an Arsenal man that was let go from Arsenal again.
The Arsenal man get what?
He was an Arsenal youth.
Uh-huh. I can see that. So Lampard is out of work. Chris Wilder is out of work.
Big Sam.
Who else is English?
The biggest of Sams.
Mark Hughes is out of work.
Mark Hughes might appear, I'm telling you. A wild Mark Hughes might appear.
Guess who out of work too, buddy?
Pardon.
Sol Campbell, buddy.
Yes, but put some respect on people's name, nigga.
Andre, you're wicked. These are wicked fella.
But anyway, that's some good managers out there, no? I figure Rafa is now working.
Rafa ain't going Palace, so you feel so?
Oh, nah, he wouldn't do that.
He went Newcastle, no?
Nah, that was a different vibes, man.
He went down with Newcastle and come up, you know.
Newcastle is a big club, you know.
They are, but in
terms
of brand.
Palace is not a big club.
No, they're not. But...
No disrespect to the Palace.
You're right, no disrespect.
You know,
yes, but put some respect on people's names.
They were big.
I realize my delivery just be sharp. I don't mean no disrespect.
Call me a man on some no disrespect.
I'm looking for the machine, dog. I just out here. So most likely it will be Frank or Allardyce.
Yeah, most likely.
I can see that.
I would be very surprised. I think this summer is all about what happens at Tottenham. Depending on what happens at Tottenham, all right, the whole thing gonna shift around. If Harry Kane move, if Brendan Rodgers get hired, whoever they hire for their manager spot, it's not gonna be Allegri or something. It's gonna be somebody who probably in our
functional. Somebody functional.
Where do you think he going, man?
He say he want Real.
He want
Real.
Like he get Real. Yeah, Zidane don't say he leaving.
He want Real, and I think Real president say he like him and thing too.
So where's Zidane going? Another sabbatical?
Yeah, he could rock back.
He will do a Pep.
He could rock back.
He'll be a Pep, come back, no niggles, and just be ready to go.
So who are you having? Before we go to that, which one you should hit first? Anyway, all you could see, if Harry Kane were to leave Tottenham, where would you like to see him land?
Where would I like to, or where would I expect to?
I mean, you could.
Where would you like to see him go? Where would you like to see him go?
You can put like versus expect.
Where you like to see him go?
I let him stay where he is,
yes. That would be the best for the world, yes. I don't want him to go on a good side now.
I know him go City. I can't afford him.
If he goes City, listen, watch that.
So better he stay where he is.
I would feel sick.
I think him going to City is good for football.
No, Andre, it is not. Not English fans.
It's good for football.
Not for fans of English teams, no?
It's good for football. It's good for football.
That's disgusting. That's too disgusting.
Dog, City deserve to have somebody devastating up front,
they
though.
Don't deserve that.
They don't need it.
They had Kun for 10 years.
Right. And that's when it made sense what was happening. So this current look, no disrespect, Gabriel Jesus. But this current crop here, buddy. Kevin De Bruyne hitting them best ball and men contriving to score goals.
That man got goals on boot by Christmas, buddy.
It gonna be trouble. Yeah. But this, I mean, I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Them serious.
I don't want to see Haaland at City. I don't want to see.
Neither. I don't want to see that neither.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
I don't want to see that neither.
Is as a football, I don't know, purist or whatever I want to call myself. I want to see players that complement a team. I don't want to see a player losing what he is just because he's making a move, right? Haaland is not. Dortmund don't play possession the way City does. And Haaland is not a drop and link player.
Yeah.
That is what Harry.
He'll play good.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be, or to be honest, no, Haaland will be very good at Chelsea.
Okay.
Dog.
Yeah,
if Haaland went to Chelsea, that is murder immediately. because Chelsea does play. I don't know how they do it. To be honest. A lot of times, high possession teams just be high up the field. Somehow or the other, they just be like in the middle.
Yeah.
So there's always all this space they're running into.
Yeah.
And that's why Timo actually is a good fit. And there's actually parts of it that make sense for playing Timo.
No, Timo, I said Timo has everything.
Except the finish.
Like,
because if you play Tammy, he can't do them plays.
Nah, he can't stretch it like that.
And he don't have enough pace and behind to do them plays. Anyway, all this to say, I would want to see Haaland go Chelsea.
No, I wouldn't.
I would love to see.
I'm serious.
I would love to see Mbappe go Real Madrid. That would actually work out, I think. And then Kane at City, chef's kiss. That's set it off. I want to see the Sancho at Man U.
Saying giving Diallo nothing, boy.
He's a youth. Take your time.
Man, I get something. Boy.
I am from the school of thought. I told you this, right? I remember years ago, you and me going back and forth on your boy Rashford. Oh, Rashford should get more minutes and ting. And I'm saying to you, look, I'm from the school of youths. This gets some minutes, dog. The youths that start are messy. There's youths who at the age that they're at, they are devastating already. I don't care about your potential. Give him more minutes to show.
My thing is this:
the men who need to start is Haaland.
Why I say this? Once you get your chance, take it. You could be however. Once you tell me you're getting your chance, you damn well better take it. A man had to be vexed to come off injured.
But this is the ideology.
Where you want to see Harry Kane and Haaland going?
I want them still is. Because I can't have them. So let them stay with it.
I see all the sign Cavani, so I think all they're going for a strike.
This is what I said. We go down sign Cavani.
How much years? 1 year? 1 year?
Just about 1 year, right? Yeah. If we go and year kid, who mention no way?
Nah, you don't sign a striker this year.
Nah, but Cavani can't play 35 games.
And this is what I said. But then it's still a Mason.
They're gonna play Ole gonna play Cavani like he used to get play.
Yeah.
He gonna use him
as an impact man.
Off the bench thing.
Yeah. And nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is bringing Kane to United, what will happen to Mason, dog?
He on the right wing. Developing.
Right. That will be it.
You will learn from a very good striker, I'll tell you that.
You will learn, you could learn from a very good striker.
Once again, look, fellas, I hate to be the one to say it, but I will keep saying it. Players don't improve from a 6 to a 10, you know.
All right, Kevin Samuel.
A player improvement is a 1 pointer, you know. All these men that Man U fans currently excited about. Just all you're old enough to remember, dog. You remember when Wayne Rooney joined Manchester United?
Mm-hmm.
How old was he?
16.
17.
When he joined Manchester United, how old was he?
Yeah.
You're 17. You're 17.
Did he start immediately?
I can't remember.
The answer is yes. Was he devastating immediately? The answer is the man scored a hat-trick on the debut in the Champions League.
You're right.
All this kind of thing about, men showing flashes and, thing and give them time. Dog, the devastating players.
And let me show you something now. And
there's no time needed.
And there's no point now, right? And because where his trajectory at that point in time, because he was shifted around to accommodate Ronaldo, that is why an example of why I just be like, if I bring this man, he gonna stagnate this man, right?
Who stagnated? Listen,
Rudy.
How much goals Rudy end up with?
He still end up with real goals, but he's still on that sheet.
You wanted him to score 700?
Yeah, he could have do that.
Then he didn't end up as Man United. Isn't he Manchester United's record scorer now?
Yeah, he still is.
He ended up getting 250 goals or something like that.
right? And that was dragging it out. The speed, the rate he was going at, he could have hit it earlier.
Brother, I'll just say, so the hot take is Mason Mount, while he is a good player, undoubtedly, people who want to put him in a category of being, he could be the striker, you don't need to buy one, that is incorrect. Mason Mount is a...
Greenwood or Mount?
Sorry, Mason Greenwood, sorry. Right. Greenwood is I will try to think about who's a player like him who is... No, they are good, but they're not... They're not the level, I think.
I don't know Greenwood and that. What I see Greenwood is very good striker at the ball, very good finisher. To me, that's what he's good at.
19.
But
no, to me, that's 19. What he's good at. That's what he's good at.
But I'm saying, so I've read Man U fans talking about we don't need a striker and what we need is XYZ, and it's like, dog, we need a striker. You definitely need a striker.
You need a striker. Them two is voted. After up on Marshall now.
No doubt about
Marshall exists where he is now.
After up I beg for more though. But that boy saw. I beg for more though. This was Game of X. When you get a chance, give me something to think about.
It depends on how you feeling on the day.
But
you're too moody, boy.
But he doesn't have it.
Gotta be a big man in truth.
He doesn't have it. That's it. So people talking about Greenwood, so even Rashford. So I rate Rashford highly, but Greenwood, Rashford, dog, this is a level below, and the example is Rooney. It's a level below. You all have seen these players. What was our RVP look like? There's a level below. Okay, these players you're not watching them and saying, man, I'm happy they're so talented. It's more like you watch, even as they play developing, you're saying, oh, he killing it. He gonna kill it already. You already know. It's almost like that man used to take fun out of the game because they're so ruthless.
Yeah.
Right? By the time they play developing, you already know what's going to happen. That is not Greenwood. And this is not trying to put pressure on, as 19. I'm not saying that, but the reality is, right, players' trajectory doesn't go this and then, you become Messi when you turn 22 or when you turn 23 after playing.
You had to play any work before, right?
Literal
from opportunities.
Literal. Dog,
you could be talented, but if you again no play, how you expect to think it? But if you Sancho to go Dortmund, you know you was doing again no play.
Literally, you watch Messi debut, you watch Rooney debut.
Yeah, but you watch world class man.
You watch Benzema. Benzema is not Messi level. When Benzema was 17, 18, 19 on Leon, what was he doing? For Leon.
He was doing it
game after game. And there wasn't no talk about potential. You watch, dog, this man is it.
Right.
You're watching. So right now, the exceptional players right now is Kylian
so
Mbappe.
Is it game after game? Because you're getting a chance to do it game after game?
No.
No, they're just that good.
They're good.
This is not showing it. But what I'm saying is you could be that good, but if you're getting a chance to shoot, what will happen?
If you're that
Greenwood
good,
now start to find back yourself.
If you are that good, when you play, it becomes unquestionable.
Right. And it has flashes of that with Greenwood.
I don't think we class Greenwood with Haaland and Mbappe.
No, of course not. He's not there. I right never going on class him.
And I'll be gentle with how I say this. Right now, I class Greenwood as Balotelli.
Nah, man.
Listen. If Greenwood does the right things, he will have a significantly different career. But you fellas need to remember, 17-year-old Balotelli was doing what?
Yeah, turning up.
He was ice cold, and you give him chances, you give him minutes, and he's like, this boy's a natural finisher. He start for Italy in Euros. He scored the turnaround thing and bareback celebration. Young, and he was doing this, right? Okay, but that's one part of the game. You're ice cold as a finisher. You're showing some natural talent. For Manchester United, man, I've seen a man actually put into words. I would forget Kane, We got Greenwood. And I'll say to you, look, forget Kane. Just look back at Wayne Rooney. Just look back. That's the kind of player that you could say, I don't need a striker for. I have everything I need in him. The fact that we still, like, legitimately, we could have a real conversation about what is Greenwood's best position. Do you know?
I think up front.
Where up front? In the center?
I don't think he can play on the wing.
In the center?
The wasting him on the wing.
Because they played him in the center and he couldn't hold it down.
The man could play in the center.
They have played him in the center and he couldn't hold it down so much so that they put Martial in the center to put him right.
Yeah, because I was trying to get men to play.
So much
Martial,
so they put so much so
next man that wanted center.
So much so they put Rashford in the center and put him right.
Where's the Rashford problem?
Rashford need to rest. That's the fucking problem.
No boy, they make a place up front at all, boy.
Manchester United has
because pace is the biggest part of the game. Pace and change of direction. They need to run at that man.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So Manchester United has very talented players, but they are not it. And I think fans are getting tricked into thinking they have it based on the flashes of Rashford. What's his name? Martial cutting and do a curlers into the far corner. He's like, woo! We have everything we need. No, dog. It's not. And if Manchester United
sit out with Martial.
So Manchester United
let's stick right at that potential level. And that is the problem. Stick right at that potential.
Right now, this Manchester United team, my prediction is, to be honest, if they don't sign the right attacking player, and if they don't sign the right,
they have to start from the defense.
Hold on, if they don't sign the right attacking player and the right DM, the second place is a flash in the pan.
It's sign a
proper
DM, and then they get a proper centre back. There's no way that team winning.
So. If you get a chance in signing Harry Kane by Zordi, boy.
I'm playing how, boy. You see why I don't with you, boy?
It don't matter. It's Harry Kane.
But I'll get Harry Kane for 2 years, but then assaulting man, boy.
If all they get Harry Kane was, that's the day, no?
If all they get Harry Kane, all they might win this season. If all they had Harry Kane, all they might win this season.
Yeah, for sure. But defense sort of.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know about the defense. I think the DM. So
but then all right. Let's say you if you drop what McTominay.
Even if
boy.
If all they get Declan Rice, all they good enough.
Yeah.
Or they just get one. Get Declan Rice. That changes everything.
Yeah.
But all they still need an attacker.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Cavani's not a starter.
I need a man to deliver. That's what I need. And yeah, man, I could say, yeah, boy, you going to deliver. That's what I need.
Well, by DCL or Bamford, well, not Bamford, no, that's true.
No. If
he's not that level.
It's on that basis alone I go take Harry Kane.
Who are these strikers then? If it's not Kane, then who?
All right, let me look in this league here. So in this league,
who you get?
Boy, is Kane.
That was it. Is that the only option?
In this league is Kane, and then the level down is DCL, Callum Wilson.
Oh gosh, Callum, Mr. Injured.
It's alright. We are that already.
Yeah, we are that.
We are that already. We have that already. It's okay. I just see it.
This guy's a good forward too, but he might have a career-ending injury. Jimenez was a good forward.
Oh, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Danny Ings is actually, if Danny Ings can stay fit, he is right below Harry Kane and them.
That's all like our next Marshall was. It's alright, we had that already.
He could finish, but he always injured.
He real injured though, yeah.
Yeah. We had that already.
Harry Kane is the next level up. Is he level up though?
Yeah, well.
Because other than that, you're talking potential and almost and decent.
And that's the worries. And then to go and deal with David Levy and suck up all that money where you could strengthen in other areas that
Kane you come with 200 for Kane, no?
Ashing you.
Do it.
You could do 200, boy.
Do it.
Nah, boy.
Do it.
Nah, boy.
Kane, he worth every penny, though. I'll give it.
I wish I want somebody to ask Alex Ferguson and he able to answer it. Ask him, hey, sir, what you do in this situation, boy? Where you go by?
Nah, you buy him.
What you gonna do, boy?
The
exact situation, what you gonna do? You gonna invest in Declan Rice and them first, or?
Nah, you buy him. You know why I know you buy him?
Because he buy Boo tough.
Yeah. when you know a man when I deliver the goods, flick that you get him. Right?
Alex,
that way
Alex Ferguson,
Van Persie.
How long Sir Alex Ferguson went without fixing the midfield? Because his years only talking about that, you know. His years only talking about the same thing, you know. We need a new centre midfield, boy. We need a new centre.
You know where that all went wrong?
Because Carrick was playing and agent Carrick was playing with who? Fletcher or something? I don't even know.
Before it was Carrick, it was Owen Hargreaves.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
He spent a certain money on that man, and the man
always injured.
Watch me. They went and they changed all the man knees, and they go and put 2 ball drag from a cortina, and the man just always injured us.
Yeah.
Always injured, right? And Owen Hargreaves was ready, and it was something like about a 30 or 40 million to spend on him, right?
Yeah,
on terms.
From Bayern Munich or something.
Yeah. Bayern light to you and they say, well, yeah, boy, nah, he good. Take. And that was the whole thing now. Yeah. Owen Hargreaves was the whole thing about it, you know. That shift real things across, you know.
Well, Fletcher thriving it now, next to Carrick.
But Sir Alex Ferguson had the same issue, and what did man do? I go buy more forwards. That's what his solution. Yeah, boy, RDP available.
Andre,
hey,
I respect Alex right through because
when the man on a donkey,
hey,
and it's a thoroughbred.
Knows what it. When the man in doubt, throw on more forwards. Simple football, dog.
I ain't gonna lie. I like this. This is one thing I like about Ole. He's a throwback to that. He's a throwback to the times of. Look, I keep it real simple. I just turn on men, dog. When it comes time, I just turn on everybody.
Yesterday, I read an article with He saying that he say we might be losing 1-0, but we will still lose. But might as well just get into the box and
it makes perfect sense.
It's simple.
He said
you losing 1-0 and bringing on a defensive midfielder. I like.
Let you go in the box and. You take care of the man.
Yeah.
If for you say he buy a kid, sure. But again, for you could get things out of men that only I sure if you had that yet.
From who? Out of who? Out of Levy or who is talking about? Out of who?
Out of Kane?
You need nothing out of Kane though.
No, I'm talking about the supporting castles.
No, it don't matter. King okay done.
You ain't nothing out of Kane, dog. You ain't watching this. You ain't watching this top split playing for.
You're still watching Kane slides on it, though.
No, I know what you can do, though. And that's why I would prefer you stay where he is. Because I can't use him. I want nobody use him.
Dog,
people got part about it.
Millennials are getting overcomplicating the game. This game is about scoring goals, you know, dog. Whoever buy the man that's scoring all the goals, that's it there, you know.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Unless the team is real garbage, otherwise, though. But you know, and that's not all the situation. All the situation is not all this garbage.
To find that money for that man to deal with Levy, boy.
You gotta sell something.
All they do with that Lukaku money, boy.
Well, Lukaku money was Inter still owing me. That's
normal though. Normal deals. Nobody's pay everything up front.
Bonus because they win something.
They understand what we don't know. Because remember, Inter owners fold up with that company fold up with it.
Who's
but
that?
that's normal.
B and them, what the name?
But that is normal.
Yeah, I know. So
these payment plans is be over 5-6 years, all kind of thing. You know?
There's actually so there's the problem. It's not just like you had the money in pocket
we
now.
still have to play for Pepe, dog, so don't worry.
That's hard luck scene. That is a hard luck scene. So I wonder if Chelsea's still playing for Kepa too, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. For years. They're still playing Conte and
avec
still.
Avec Edouard, they're probably vex Edouard our receipt.
Turn them back.
Yeah.
Right? But now this transfer window, I think, is
gonna be disgusting.
Whatever happens at Spurs sets the tone for the rest of the transfer
and
season.
PSG. Spurs and PSG.
I think anybody leaving PSG.
So if PSG really somehow sell Mbappe,
yeah, because then there's a vacancy there.
Yeah, they have to fill that.
Neymar go right out if no, he can't ride out.
He can't go and ride out.
Man, now signing he
likes. So you see, Andre Scott caught me when I say it. But imagine Kane going PSG.
Nah, man.
With Pochettino.
I have to believe that Kane is a smarter fellow than this.
You can't leave too much.
You can't leave Spurs.
He love England.
Yeah, but you can't leave Spurs in search of trophies and go to just win French trophies only. That's what you're doing.
Do you think Kane would be able to make PSG win the Champions League?
Nah. They're too unserious throughout the team, boy.
Yeah, well, like problem with PSG are style boys. They are the belly.
They always have a 2 red card in them.
They are the belly.
They always have a throwing away a game in them. They always have a keeper mistake in them. They always have something.
They always have Neymar just feeling to be a little boy today.
He was very mature this season.
As a matter of fact,
his standards.
As a matter of fact, PSG is like Tottenham.
Yeah.
That is what it means to be very Tottenham. To be very Tottenham is to be nearly man. So you're very good, very nice, but nearly.
Is Poch fall then?
No, that predated Poch.
It's right. So PSG is Tottenham in France.
Just like Roma is
Tottenham in Italy.
Yeah. It's like Roma is Tottenham in Italy.
And just like Valencia is Roma is Tottenham in Spain. I just make that one up. I just threw that one in for a little salt. But that would be a very dumb move if Harry Kane did that.
Not as dumb as going Arsenal.
And that one I mean all the disrespect. I ain't taking that one back. If he goes to PSG, that is a dumb move at 29 or whatever he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means you just use your last transfer to just go PSG.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking he would go City. City is the most guaranteed. Yeah, the most guaranteed.
I mean, he could also go level up and go Real Madrid, you know.
They're not guaranteed though. But with Allegri, if
the man could go Real Madrid,
if Allegri come go Real Madrid,
I'm telling you, whatever happens at Tottenham is what's setting the tone.
Anywhere Kane goes, he'll score goals. Anyway, fellas, good talk.
All right, thanks for tuning into this episode. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share at the links below and in the description.